Recovery is a very, very important thing when it comes to playing basketball or sports, but also just in health. People who are working out consistently should have one day or a small amount of recovery every single day after training. There are many different techniques, and every technique has something different that can help you. For myself, I have P&F stretching, dynamic stretching, static stretching. I use a massage gun, vibration foam roller. I have air compression boots, cold compression boots. I use cupping therapy. I use the Graston technique. On off days or free days, I like to go to the sauna. And lastly, I also do other things before training, after training, or on my free days. It's just for joint mobility. It's called pails and rails and cars. One thing I think is a very important thing when it comes to anything that you're doing, if it's recovery or anything in the jobs that you're doing for extra stuff, is read about things. Read about different techniques. Come to find a small learning of things so that you understand what you are doing and have an understanding of how you can maybe feel your body. When it comes to recovery, I like to read about all these different techniques. I like to read many different case studies so that I have an understanding of what this technique does. And then when I'm doing it, I like to really listen to my body and feel what my body is doing so that I have a better understanding of my body and what works best. Sacrifices are something that you have to do when you're part of the grind. They're a huge part of sometimes being able to do more or less. Sometimes it's sacrificing going out and partying. Sometimes it's sacrificing going to dinner at that good restaurant with some fatty food or say McDonald's. Sometimes it's sacrificing those late nights and that extra episode on Netflix. Sometimes it's that sacrifice of those few more hours on the video game system. Sometimes it's just sacrificing anything that maybe holds you back from getting up the next day and having that energy and that motivation to get that extra hour in.